The world is full of guys, construction guys, politics guys, store guys. But construction guys aren't all the same, and Lord knows that all politics guys aren't the same. Every guy is a little different. This is a podcast where we all pick our guy.
Guy boys, guy boys, guy boys, guy boys, guy boys.
Hey everybody, welcome to Guy Boys. I'm your host Josh, and I'm one of your hosts.
Yeah.
We have our two regular co-hosts today, and then an additional host.
Wow. We're getting heavy on the hosts.
It's pretty heavy on the hosts. Caleb?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have a catchphrase.
Seasoins, greedoins.
Gabe?
Hi.
Do you remember your catchphrase?
Oh, my catchphrase was pizza. Before.
And then we have Seth with us.
Yes.
Hello.
And there's
Catchphrase?
Seth. You have a catchphrase, Seth?
Phrase.
Don't
We
think too
didn't
hard about
actually tell Seth that he needed a
We didn't tell
catchphrase
him.
before we
That's
started.
okay. We're
But-
really putting him on the spot.
it. Just whatever.
It's nice to be here.
It's good. I like the
That's my
attitude
catchphrase.
of gratitude.
That's so nice. It's a good positive start.
nice to be
It's,
here.
it's nice to be here.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have to get down to business, guys. That's
Yeah.
enough screwing around. We're going to be talking today. We're going to be picking our guys from The Help.
Mm-hmm.
Think of
Not the movie.
not the movie.
But yeah. So I can't pick Emma Stone.
You can't be Emma Stone.
Emma Stone
Emma
can't be
Stone.
my guy.
I don't think she was The Help. Was she The Help?
No,
She was
but
in
she was
The Help,
in the
though.
help.
She was in The Help. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not just doing the movie The Help, having people pick which woman.
Right.
I assume it's all women.
I
in
think
The
it
Help.
is.
Usually they're one of the more helpful sexes.
They're definitely helpful. So what we're going to be doing is talking about, like, think of an English stately home. Think of a manor, and it's full of all this bustle of activity.
Downtown Abbey.
Downtown Abbey.
Yeah.
There's so many things that have to be done when you're living in Downtown Abbey.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to be thinking about today is who we would be in a situation where we're trying to please the Lord and the lady of the home,
Mm-hmm.
to do what they need done,
Yeah.
to just keep things working efficiently
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the home.
Yeah.
Do you guys anybody have like an immediate idea of what their guy would be in that situation?
I think Caleb does.
Caleb does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my guy is the manager of the bouncers.
The bouncers?
Yes.
Like the doormen?
Yes.
Doorman. Or your
Doormen or bouncers.
bouncers. Yeah. So this is a stately home that
That's
needs
like a
bouncers.
nightclub.
Well, I just
Element.
figured you're gonna have someone who you want someone in the house
Yes.
that can get people out that aren't supposed to be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Because there's so many people coming and going.
Sure.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
surely has to be a
Oh.
position there.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Even though there's so many people working on staff,
Yeah.
there's still going to be repairs and things that need to be done from the outside. So
Right.
and they have to have somebody to decide, oh, are you actually
Mm-hmm.
the carpenter that we called to
Right.
come do this?
Right.
And because people
So
are
checking
trying,
IDs.
people are trying
Tugging
to
on
get-
mustaches.
tugging on mustache.
There's a long line, like with a velvet rope,
Yeah.
in front of this
Yep.
manor house of just contractors.
contractors, and then sometimes they're subcontractors.
Yeah. It's true.
Yes.
And
So
sometimes
it's
if
sort of
there's
a-
like too many subcontractors in the manner, they won't let in any more
Yeah, there's
subcontractors
not
until
enough there.
more
Unless
contractors
you
show
maybe you're
up.
sort of like a pretty hot
Yeah,
contractor.
right. Yeah, exactly. Or famous, very famous contractors.
And obviously, you're the one who's
That's
making that
outside.
decision.
Yeah.
Caleb's there looking
Yeah.
for the hottest contractor.
I'm here to fix the leak in the room.
And this is where the musical genre, Manor House, was invented.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. Man or house.
Manor House?
right.
Is this man music or house music?
Did a man make this music, or did a house make this music?
And mostly we do play man
It is
music.
man music.
Because the house music is mostly creaking.
Yeah.
Look, it's interesting if you need a break from what you usually listen to, but it's not gonna, it's not gonna get the contractor crowd.
No, definitely
It's
not.
not gonna be a big pull on the contractor. Although creaking, actually, you know what? Enough creaking, contractors might show up to fix.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Fix that.
summons to them.
If there's enough house music going on, you're gonna want to get a bunch of contractors over quick.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It could be like there's an earthquake happening. No.
And you know
Maybe
who you
just
call
wait.
first immediately when there's an earthquake happening. Yeah, contractors.
Yeah. They could do some.
Look, my house is falling down right now. I need you to get over here.
Start.
Bring some nails.
There's a pretty important structural part of my house has failed. And I'm going to need you over right now.
Right. That's very good.
Yeah, but so I manage those guys.
Yeah. You're overseeing it. You're setting the
I'm not
standard.
a
I would imagine
bouncer.
you're setting standards.
I couldn't be a bouncer. I couldn't actually do that, but I think I could kind of lead
Did
them
you-
up, put them in the right direction, choose wisely what kind of guys are gonna not, use too much force.
Mhm.
Right.
But the guys who know when to use the right kind of force.
Is this like a position that you've created, or is it like
I started
did
off.
you have to rise
I
through the
started
ranks?
off as just a dish boy
Right.
doing dishes, but I was so spunky,
Right.
and
Oi, sir.
yeah, and I adopted that accent for
Right.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
I
to
was
prove-
just wondering, like maybe you like spotted an issue with the
Right.
door guys.
Oh man,
and
the
so you're
old
like,
door
somebody
guys.
needs to manage these guys.
Before I got
These
in
guys are out
there,
of control.
Yeah.
the old door guys were letting any old person in.
Right. Especially
No.
old people.
Specifically,
They were
old
going.
people.
Yeah.
The old door guys would get a bus that the manor owned and go to an old folks' home
Okay.
and pick them up.
Okay. And bring them up. Yeah. The old,
They went out of their way to bring old people to
the
this.
old door guys would
manor
just bring
house.
busloads
Just-
of
Yeah.
elderly
Yeah.
folks to the house.
And it was just any old
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, well, they didn't have to be
No.
at the old folks' home.
Right.
If they spotted a few
Any
on the way, they were
there.
getting them too.
Yeah.
on the way back.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was kind of like, that
we couldn't have that.
that's just
Yeah.
unmanageable.
They just weren't bringing. They just weren't bringing their best.
Yeah. And now the Lord and
Bus
Lady are
loads.
so pleased with
Bus loads
the bustle of contractors
Hmm.
restoring and
busloads of
improving.
absolutely mid old
Old
people.
Yeah, these are not the best of the best.
No.
Right.
Gabe,
your
what
old.
what do you think your guy is?
My guy's a launderer.
Mm.
He works in the laundry room, which is not a normal. Normally a woman would do
Right.
that,
Mm.
but he's the boss of the laundry room, and
Interesting.
he's very well respected in the society. So, and he earned this respect through lots of hard work and developing the perfect technique for getting the whitest whites in the laundry. So
that
he's
would be something you would
Yeah.
want to
Oh, yeah.
encourage.
absolutely.
a fuller.
In
Isn't that a? I think it's called a fuller.
Okay, you know more than I
Yeah.
do. I just
the
have been so
whitest of
focused on accomplishing getting the whitest sheets and bed linens
Wow.
and napkins.
And that's kind of a big chore at this house.
yeah. Oh, very messy occupants. Very messy family. Very royal, or very upper crust family.
Yeah.
But they talk with their mouths open.
See, it seems like that would be kind of a trick. Is like,
They
is
talk
it
with
more?
wait.
They
Sorry,
talk with
they
their
talk
mouths
with their mouths open.
Yeah, I mean they chew with their talking open mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their mouth style of chewing is to be open.
English. Yeah.
Is to be open and talk.
Yeah.
Or
And chewing.
on, as I would say.
Right. Yes. Yeah. They usually when you're chewing, you turn your mouth to the off position.
Yeah.
But
You want the mouth in the off position when you're chewing.
Yeah.
right.
The talking mouth. The eating mouth
The
is on.
eating mouth is
Eating
fully
mouth.
engaged and macerating.
It's
all
the
sorts
way-
Talking
of
mouth
different
is off.
things.
Eating mouth is on.
It's
Please
the way-
talk closed with the eating mouth.
I think of it as like kind of like a refrigerator light. It's-
Yes. Right.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
refrigerator is still refrigerating,
right.
but it's not. But really,
And that would be cool to have a
On,
refrigerator
yeah.
light in your mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
That did come on when you opened it.
It really depends on what you have in your mouth
Yeah,
and
just
the general shape of your
Shooting
teeth.
light out of your mouth.
Yeah, like the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Robert Eggers' greatest film.
Oh wow, I didn't
I'm
see
just
that.
Greatest
Didn't
film?
see
No,
that
it's
part.
not.
The
It's not
Lighthouse.
his greatest
Okay.
film. That was a funny joke. It's
Yeah.
not his greatest film.
I don't think it is.
Anyway.
I don't think it's a fun.
Well, okay, so
next
you're
week,
the fuller.
next week we'll talk about what his greatest film is. Yeah, so I make the laundry white and bright, and I make sure other people are keeping up their efforts in that department as well.
Yeah, you have a lot of good advice. Like,
Yeah.
don't put it
Yeah.
like this. This is the white. These are the whites.
Yes.
So don't put a blue sock.
Don't
in
put a
here.
blue sock.
Right.
Don't put a red, and certainly not a red
We're
sock.
not serving-
And
Well,
also, it's a lot of looking over people's shoulders, saying "scrub that."
Right. And are you in charge? Are you in charge of the other colors?
No.
No. There's other people in charge of the other colors.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
There's a brown guy.
If there's
There's a red guy.
red
Red
sock
guy. Yeah,
in the
yeah.
white laundry, something has gone really
Right.
wrong,
Right.
and the whole system is maybe starting to show some cracks.
So,
But all those
okay,
colors, so the whites need to be separate. But all those
No.
colors, they can all kind of
see
all be
where
in the
you're
same
going with
area.
this.
I
I
was
see
gonna
where you're
say-
going with this. This is not what I'm trying to do at all.
I was gonna ask if
And everybody, this is Seth.
yeah, my
Seth
name's
is talking. So and he's
And what
it's
was
nice
that?
to be here.
And
Yeah,
Seth's
thank
new.
you.
Seth's new around
Thank
here,
you.
so just give him a little bit of time to get there.
Yeah.
Get there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I was pretty much there, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you are here, and it's
Right.
nice
Well,
for you to be here.
Yeah, I thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Is it still nice to be here, Seth?
It's nice to be here. No, but I was gonna ask: are there separate laundry rooms for the different colors of laundry, or is
No, it's just different corner. Like each corner.
Okay,
There's only
okay.
4 colors. White,
Okay,
red,
that's
blue.
what I was gonna ask. You must have to limit the amount of colors of
Yeah.
linens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and it is fortunate that the whole family in the house, they're all autistic and they only wear certain colors, and it's
Okay.
all
Wow.
pretty much just basic.
Well, that
shades
actually
of the
kind
colors.
of simplifies things.
It's
Yeah.
it does, and it does kind of explain the talking with their mouth open
Right.
aspect.
Yeah.
well,
Talking with
I
their
don't want to
talking with their eating mouth on.
Right. Yes. So that's my guy.
Okay.
My guy is, in these situations where you have the below stairs help,
Mhm.
the staff.
Right.
There's always intrigue because they're the lives, the kind of elegant, opulent lives that are
Yes.
being lived above stairs, and then below stairs, they're all watching, paying attention, all these
Mhm.
things. And I'm sort of a double agent.
Oh no.
Butler. So I'm a butler
Oh.
who is secretly like pretending to be of the people,
Oh,
but
Okay.
I'm actually a lord.
yes. This
That's
is
awesome,
so
actually.
I'm a
Yeah.
secret lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you are really
it's kind of like undercover boss.
It's very much like undercover boss.
It's undercover lord.
Yes. I'm an undercover lord.
undercover landed gentry.
Yeah.
I'm an excellent butler.
Oh yeah.
Because I know exactly what
What
they want.
what the Lord likes.
You can't
Yeah.
anticipate. You're like the radar O'Reilly.
So you're not a lord of this house, though. You're a lord of another house.
Well,
And you're
it's-
becoming subservient.
to be honest,
to-
I've been doing this so long that I've forgotten where I came from.
Oh my gosh.
That is a really complicated character.
But I do remember.
But you have the signet ring. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
wear
I
it?
could.
Yeah.
We could figure it out if
Yeah.
we needed to.
Oh, okay. Maybe
yeah.
we should. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
This
No.
guy sounds really self-serving.
he is. He is. He is. But he's still connected to the family.
Yeah.
So he's
Okay.
still sort of giving them information. So
Yeah.
you know.
I always kind of
is
felt
he-
like that's what Jeeves was. He was like actually a lord.
Yeah, he certainly is more sophisticated than
Right.
say your Birdie Wooster
Right.
or Gussie Finknottle or
Right.
My
Those guys don't
gosh.
really seem like lords. They seem like butlers.
yeah, right. They have the mean of the common folk.
Yes.
And just
Yes. Which makes them sympathetic, but then
yeah,
they've got all this money.
yeah. It's hard to identify with them, but it's really easy to identify with me because I'm a butler who
Yes.
doesn't have anything but is a lord.
Is
a
a
complete
Dude,
lord.
that cloaked.
Mhm.
what do you call it? Status, cloaked
Yeah.
status.
Sure.
That's
Oh, yeah.
great. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
It's
sort of
nice.
cloaked
Yeah, I mean, I
status.
love seeing billionaires wearing Walmart T-shirts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's very cool.
I mean, and then you're like, dude, they must have 100 million of those T-shirts.
Yeah, they could have as many
they can
Walmart
afford
T-shirts
so
as they
many.
want.
it could be, no plans is my plan. Could be, they could have a different one of those for every day.
Right.
Yes.
A different
Yeah.
no plans is my plan T-shirt
Or
every
every
day.
day.
Yeah.
My plans is my plans.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
kind of funny because it's like, well, actually, I've got a huge plan set up for my shirts.
Yeah.
It's simple, but every day
I-
wear a different.
I actually have a plan for a
Wear a
T-shirt.
different no plans. is
You
my
have a-
plans.
I have a plan. I have a little scheme for a T-shirt that I came
Okay.
up with
Oh, yeah?
that I think would be fun. I think it would be cool to have a shirt that said "No vibes only."
I like that.
So if
like
I was a
that.
billionaire, I'd be wearing that shirt.
Dude.
No vibes only.
What if you became super?
Check your vibes at the door.
Yeah.
This is always the funny thing. Is like some people become successful at something they don't care about, and they have this whole other side project that they're really trying to push the whole time. That kind of seems like what you would do. Like
Yeah.
you'd become very successful in the like
Yeah.
pharmaceutical industry, but
Uh,
you'd also be like, no
I-
vibes.
Media, all sorts of media, or like, hey, can we do an interview? I'm like, definitely. Can we talk about no vibes only? And they're like,
I think that the T-shirt should
we're
say
more
"No vibes only" on the front, and then on the back it should just say "Please."
yeah,
I
we
like
can
it.
definitely play around with
Yeah.
variants.
Yeah.
We'll do
I
some
think we
A/B
should do
testing.
that.
and
Back
see
to
what
Josh's
works.
guy.
Well,
right?
no, that I think we've covered my
Okay.
guy. He, but you should see him sometimes when he's getting dressed down by the Lord of the house, and he's having to just in his back pocket kind of
Yeah.
keep this
Yeah.
secret.
He's
Yeah.
he's fingering the signet ring in his
Yeah.
pocket.
Exactly.
Right.
And he's
Yeah.
maybe even got a small grin creeping
Yeah.
in at the left corner of his
Yes.
mouth.
Yeah. Does he ever
'Cause
feel
he knows.
vindictive?
I mean, those are the situations where he feels most vindictive. But
Yeah.
he is truly well bred, and he doesn't
Yeah.
really let it show. Other than a little crack of a smile at
Yeah.
in the left
yeah.
corner of his mouth.
That's nice because
There's
usually
no
I
big
throw
plan,
well-bred alone.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of this someday. Like, what's the point in doing this? Like, it seems like there was a plan, there was a point,
The plan
and
is
then it just sort of like forgot about his lordship, even though he does
No,
remember it
he's-
sometimes.
yeah, no, but no, the plan is that he's watching all the machinations
Oh, right.
above stairs,
So you can report back,
and he's moving back and forth between these worlds.
but he reports back what the common people
He
are
d-
doing and thinking
but
to
he's-
the Lord.
But this guy is so crafty
Yeah.
that he's going
both
ways.
ways.
He's
He's a back
he's
channel.
saying, guess what's guess what's going on with the kitchen boy,
Yes.
and he
Right.
has secrets.
And you're telling the kitchen boy, guess what's wrong with the Lord?
And
What
and
does
is
he
wrong
say?
with-
Yeah.
He's having trouble with his prostate.
Oh no!
Seth, yeah, I know it's your first time on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I
We'd love to hear about your guy.
I do have a guy. He's more of a boy, really,
Okay.
but he is a guy still. My guy is like very honorable and just the kind of stable boy
Oh yeah.
who will
Oh.
help anybody.
Ooh.
Yes.
And he has a very sad background.
Okay.
Stable boy.
He's an
though.
orphaned stable boy.
Orphan stable boy.
Oh.
And one of the, well, specifically the cook.
Did horses kill his parents?
That is really weird that you're saying that. And it's not because they did.
It's just a weird thing to
It's
say.
just a weird thing to say. He was taken in by the cook
Mhm.
of the manor. You know, he's the kind of guy who will just do anything for anybody. He's so
after a couple
honorable.
horses slit his parents' throats.
Again, very weird thing to say.
Clearly, the cook has had a great influence on this
Exactly.
poor orphan boy, and has taught him the ways of the home.
He's very, as I said, honorable,
Yeah.
but he also has a dark side. He
Uh-oh.
tends to have a temper because he doesn't really know who he is.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't know where he came from.
Yeah.
But he's finding himself in his work
Yeah.
Yes.
and in the people that he's serving.
Yeah.
The horses. That
So
he's
He's
he hasn't
forgiving.
figured out yet that horses have
He's been
killed
able
his
to-
He does
parents.
not know.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe he'd learned to forgive the horses.
Yeah.
They're the very horses he's taking care of.
It's the same horses. It's not just horses.
And he knows that they intentionally kill his
But he's taking care of them anyway.
He is such a good man.
I'm not saying
That's
I'm
how
asking.
honorable-
Those are questions.
No,
for you.
that's well.
Yeah.
I think that has to be the case because that really does prove how honorable he is.
Exactly.
He's
He
like
is.
he got the cook wasn't aware of how his parents had died. He got him into this job. the cook got him into this job where he has to care for his parents' killers.
Which
Who
aren't
are
even
horses?
people. You know, there's not even really a Christian attitude towards this where you should forgive horses.
It's actually
Actually, in
If they
scripture,
kill-
I think you're supposed to
Usually-
kill animals that kill people.
usually if an
pretty
animal
much,
kills somebody,
yeah.
you pretty much kill them.
Yeah.
And shooting
That's at
horses
least a Jewish
is normal,
principle.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are people that shoot horses every single
Yes.
Yeah. And
Well-
boy, do I respect them.
I do too. And I think that even for
big,
some
big hats off.
Yeah, huge cowboy hats off to
10-gallon
those guys
hats off to
killing
those
horses every day.
Every last ounce
My
of my
big-
10-gallon hat off.
My big cowboy hat off to you.
Yeah, my big cowboy hat.
and
to
if
you
you're
too,
and
man.
if you're listening to this and thinking I don't know how normal that is. That's part of the problem, and it needs to be normal.
It needs to be normalized, and everyone needs to respect those that are putting horses down.
yeah,
I
dude,
think
if
that's
we don't
right.
put them down, who's going to?
Right.
You know.
What are we just going to have them running around loose, murdering parents?
Yeah.
I don't think
No,
so.
we can't have that.
Creating heroes?
Yeah,
Right.
creating
I mean,
heroes.
Yeah,
some
well,
way,
yeah.
The most
Well,
honorable of stable boys.
Right.
What is this? Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
The bad guy in that, he kind of feels like
Oh,
he's
A
the
horse?
good guy
Oh.
because he
because he
makes,
did 9/11?
He
Yes.
helps Bruce Willis' character become his real hero,
Yes.
even though he's actually the
Yeah.
Oh.
bad guy because he's running
Mr. Glass.
experiments on him
Yeah.
to figure out who is a superhero.
He's
Right.
trying to force a superhero to
Yeah.
arise by if you haven't seen Unbreakable, stop listening a couple minutes ago.
Thanks so much for listening to us choose our guys. This has been GuyBoys. This is an affiliate. We're part of the Advanced Answering Techniques family of podcasts. If you want to get a hold of us, you can send an email to advancedansweringtechniques@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Thanks for being here, Seth.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for
Thanks
Hey,
for
no
being
problem. That was
Thanks
fun.
for joining
on
us.
the pod.
I enjoyed that.
It was good for you to be here. Nice for you to
It
be
was nice
here.
for you.
It's nice to have been here.
Yeah, pizza.
Seasoings, greed wings.
Goodbye.
GuyBoys.